Okay, today's video is how to assemble the Precisionline 360, which enables you to do arcs and circles with our machine. So, well, the first thing you do is you take the radius rod attaching bracket, attach it to the left front of the axle. It's a threaded axle, so you just screw that in right there. Don't have to over tighten it, just tighten it down so it's snug. Next thing you'll do is you'll need to assemble the radius rods. You just determine how many radius rods you need by the length of the arc that you're trying to do. We always recommend use as many of the radius rods as you can. It just makes the radius rod assembly stiffer, which makes for a more accurate circle. So in this case, we're just doing this on the welding table here. So we're just putting a small piece together here. So I'll just show you how to do one. It's basically the big end is always towards the machine. You just take the clamp and you'll have to take a small screwdriver. I always use a small screwdriver, that way you can't over tighten it. It doesn't take a lot to tighten these things. Just run them down so they're nice and snug. Don't over tighten them. Next thing you do is you take the large spud, put it in this end. And this thing is infinitely adjustable. So, start out with your spud, maybe about halfway in. You can always adjust it easily with a thumb screw from here on out. So let's take that, slip this right over the end and through this area right here, okay? Next thing you'll do is you'll take the trolley. What the trolley does is you slide it under the rear axles. What this thing does is makes it so the machine turns easily. This machine has a tendency to just run straight as an arrow, so you'll want to make sure that this is under there. That'll enable the machine to turn. Next thing you do is you'll come down here to the radius rod bracket that is at the pivot point of your circle. This, the pin is adjustable up and down. We like to adjust this one down to where it just is barely above the surface. If you do have one of those quarts that has a dowel pin in it, where you need to adjust it down where it centers itself in that dowel pin, you can do that. But it's adjustable up and down. So we always usually adjust about where it's at right now. Set that down. You'll put that right over the mark on your floor where you want to start your pivot. Next thing you'll do is you'll adjust this. Excuse me, wrong one. This is the other end, the other spud. Adjust this in or out to make the radius that you want to achieve. Slide that down over the end. Once you check and make sure that's the radius you want to do, just run through, make sure everything's finger tight and all that, and you're ready to make a circle. It's you put the tape on here, adjust your side plates in or out for the width of the line that you need, lock those in place, put your tape on it, try just try to make a practice pass just to make sure that that's how far you want to go on the radius of your circle. But once you get radius rods out 12-15 feet or so, you'll want to add this. This is a radius rod support trolley, and all it does is when the radius rods get stretched out a long ways, they have a tendency to bow down just a little bit. This will just give them a little extra support. So just loosen one side, slide it over. You'll put it right here in the middle. Back up through here like that. And then tighten this back down. I can get it started. Tighten that back down like that. Both of them tight. And that's here to support. Once this radius rod, if it starts to bow down a little bit, this will be here to support it. This is a 1-inch tape guide. This is for doing really small circles. You'll want to switch to a 1-inch tape so you can do a small circle, and probably switch to the green tape, which will help you. It's got a little more flex in it. So the way it goes over here, it'll always go on the inside of the tape. The inside right here, slide it right over there all the way to the outside of the tape guide. Lock it down. Now you've got a 1-inch tape guide on there. It comes with extra, the kit will come with extra radius rods, enough to do up to 24 feet wide. And I guess That's it. Thank you.